When I watch these YouTube videos about the end times, they always show Daniel's 70th week as 7 years of tribulation. And depending on the video, the Antichrist is arriving in 2029 or somewhere right around the corner. And then it's the same story every time. The mark of the beast,
The mark of the beast!
dystopian armies hunting down Christians, and the world leaders standing up saying,
I am now your God. Bow down and worship me.
"One bad AI movie."
I ain't asking.
I am now your God. Bow down and worship me.
Like to die so!
You know, just one bad AI movie after another. Is anyone actually buying this? Well, yeah, a lot of people are. But for every one person who is, there are 10 more who aren't. So which is it? Is this really what the prophet Daniel was writing about? A far future 7-year window where everything suddenly explodes? Because this way of reading Daniel didn't start on YouTube. It's being taught for a long time, all the way back to the 1500s, with a Jesuit scholar named Francisco Ribera. And what he did was take one number and shrink it. Let's start with the version most people know. You've probably heard this before, that the final week in Daniel is still in the future. That it's a literal 7-year period, a tribulation still to come. And the way it's usually explained is actually very clean. Ribera takes the 70 weeks and separates the last one from the other 69. So instead of one continuous timeline, you get a gap, an unknown gap. And then, at some point in the future, the final week begins. During that final week, you have 7 literal years. 2 halves, 3.5 years and 3.5 years, which comes out to 2,520 days. And that's where the Antichrist is placed, in that future window. Now, at first glance, that works. It's structured, it's simple, it's easy to follow. But there's something about it that feels small. Because Daniel didn't always measure time the way we do. There's a pattern in scripture where a day can represent a year. You see it in book of Ezekiel chapter 4. So when you see a number like 2,520, you have to ask, what if those aren't days? What if they're years? Because if you take that same number and stretch it from days into years, everything changes. Now let's anchor it. Daniel chapter 9 opens in a very specific moment. The first year of the Medes and the Persians. That matters, because that's the world of Cyrus the Great. If you take that moment and you date it to around 489 BC, and then you move forward 2,520 years, you don't land in some random future window. You land at the end of the age, right around 6,000 years. Something Daniel would have noticed. Because Daniel wasn't just receiving visions, he was tracking patterns. In another chapter, Book of Daniel, chapter 4, there's a tree, a kingdom cut down to a stump. And then comes a phrase, 7 times. 7 times. The same structure, the same scale. And it's tied to a king whose fall opens the door to the next empire. So now you have to ask, was Daniel just recording visions, one by one, in isolation? Or was he seeing something larger? Because in that same chapter, Daniel is already thinking about time. He's reading Jeremiah. He's calculating the 70 years. He's not guessing, he's counting. So now you have 2 ways of reading this. 1. A future 7-year period with no fixed beginning, placed somewhere ahead of us. Or a 2,520-year pattern anchored to a known point in history, moving with precision toward an end. And the question isn't which one is more popular. It's which one feels like Daniel.